It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire, and y'all know the rest. This is my post-fight review for Takuma Inoue versus Jerwin Ancajas, and the result of the fight is a one-punch body shot knockout. I believe it was I'm gonna say it was like the 8th round or the 9th round. I'm a little tired right now, guys. I need some sleep. I gotta give you guys this content. I gotta document this while my thoughts are still fresh. And yeah, man, a real good performance. You know, I think the popular line of thought coming into the fight was that Ancajas could obviously punch, but people didn't know like how much his punching power would carry up at the world-class level. But he was still dangerous. And you know, a lot of people thought Takuma Inoue was gonna win. He was gonna win by, you know, smart boxing, you know, what he normally does, you know, mid-range, counter punch from mid-range, be sharp. And that's what he was doing a lot of the fight. But one thing that I noticed throughout the fight was that he was staying in the pocket a lot. And this is why I always say you can't just look at fights on paper. You know, there's intangible things. And, you know, shout out to their father, Shingo Inoue, one of the best coaches in boxing who never gets credit. You know, the dude literally developed 2 world champions from the ground up, and one of which is not Naoya Inoue, arguably the best fighter in the world, but never gets credit, right? So, Takuma was in the pocket. He was angling off. He was beating that body up of Ancajas up like a drum. And he just did what he wanted to do, when he wanted to do it, and how I wanted to do it. And Ancajas, I'm gonna say it was like after the 3rd round, Ancajas ran out of ideas. And, you know, Ancajas is a fighter that, when you look at his style, tendencies, things he does well, he's a fighter that he's very explosive. He's explosive. He's a guy that likes to initiate his offense and let you know that, you know, hey, if I hit you and touch you, you're going to get hurt. But Takuma kind of took that from him, because he'd be on the inside, he'd be smothering him, and he would angle off to the side and hit his body really hard. And it all culminated when he hit him with a one-punch body shot and knocked him out. Like, the dude did not want to get up. So Takuma Inoue, who is an afterthought because of how good his brother is, I think gets the statement performance of his career against a former world champion, very respected fighter, very dangerous fighter in Jerwin Ancajas. And he lets these bantamweights know that I've been calling his name out, that, hey, it's not sweet up here. You know, yeah, maybe I'm not my brother, but I'm a damn good fighter, you know? So I know it was a big win for him. He showed a lot of emotion after the win, which is very expected, because, you know, like he stated in the build-up to the fight that Jerwin Ancajas was like a boxing idol of his, a guy that he had looked up to as a younger fighter, you know, because he was champion for a long time. And so when he knocked him out, there was a lot of emotion behind the win. And you know, credit to him. He's a legitimate bantamweight world champion. And the list of options is endless for him. I mean, I know later on today we're gonna have Jonathan Rodriguez against Antonio Vargas in a WBA final eliminator. The winner of that fight becomes Takuma's mandatory challenger. That's a good fight. You got Maloney, who's champion. You got Emmanuel Rodriguez, who's champion. You got now Junta Nakatani, who, you know, that's going to be a tough ask. You know, as good as Takuma fought, I don't know. Junto's too big and too disciplined and punches too hard, and he's too, I don't know. That's a hard fight for even his brother. So, of course, if it's going to be a hard fight for his brother, it's going to be a hard fight for Takuma. But nonetheless, really good performance. I mean, I did not expect Takuma to make that kind of statement. I thought he would win. I thought it would be maybe a bit of a boring performance. You know, just a solid, regimented, disciplined boxing performance from him. But that's not what I got. I got a fighter that was really ring aware of what he needed to do. You know, knowing what rings to operate at, when to be there, when not to be there. He just did everything perfect in this fight. And for Jerwin Ancajas, you know, he ran out of ideas. Jerwin Ancajas is a fighter that I really feel this might be the end of the road for him. You know, he lost twice to twice to Fernando Puma Martinez. And that ended his run at 115. Now he's lost to Takuma Inoue by a one-punch body shot. Look, man, it might be that time to think about ending it. You know, he's had a great career, but I don't really think he can go much further. I mean, he was IBF champion for a long time, defended that belt for years. You know, I think he had like 9 defenses. He did very well for himself, but I think you know, maybe there's a fight or 2 left. I don't know against who, but I think he's reached the highest he could reach in boxing, honestly. So if it's gonna be the end for him soon, then I want to tip my cap in advance to Jerwin Ancajas on a fantastic career, because he's been good for the lower weight classes and good for the divisions and fun to watch, and definitely one of the better names in Filipino boxing over the last 10 years. A guy that's really flown the flag high for Filipino boxing. But the night belongs to Takuma Inoue. He makes the statement performance of his career with a one-punch body shot knockout. And for me personally, I would like to see him fight the winner of Jonathan Rodriguez versus Antonio Vargas. I like that fight. I think Rodriguez is a good southpaw with a lot to offer. Boxing IQ, punching power. You know, he's getting better every fight. Antonio Vargas is a slick boxer, can do a lot of good things in there. Those guys aren't the biggest names, but I like that fight, you know, from a stylistic standpoint. I think it's a good fight. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. Takuma Inoue stops Jerwin Ancajas in the best performance of his career to defend his WBA title. Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you could love me or you could hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure to subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.